Hello everyone, happy April 1st. We are going to do a slightly different video today. We're going to look into the month with the Woodland Wardens Oracle cards. We're going to do our regular spirit animals that open up the reading, see where we're what direction we're going in, and we're going to do some tarot. So we're going to do the Woodland Wardens last. I'll see how well this video does and we'll continue it if it does okay. As like a monthly thing, but if not, that's fine, we can bin it off because I do have plans to go into the astrological signs. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So there will be more content coming up that is more specifically geared to the zodiac signs and things like that. So if that doesn't work, it doesn't work. But yeah, we'll see because I would like to use those cards. The artwork is amazing. Maybe we'll swap them out for the spirit animal once we've gone through these. I don't know, we'll see. And if you have any feedback on that, then I'd love to know. Let me know. Thank you for joining me today. Just like myself, my readings are timeless, so if you've happened upon this reading, there's a message here for you. Don't try and force it though as well if it's not. If you want to subscribe, please do. If you're already subscribed, thank you for joining me again. Nice to see you back. Yeah, leave me a like, leave me a dislike, whatever. So we're starting with the swan, and that's Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. You inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Okay, so that's nice. That's a bit more calm than what we've been going on. When I think of swans, aside from being able to break your arms, they are quite somewhat chill. I don't know if they are really, probably not. They're quite scary. Anyway, let's see what the tarot has for us today. What does the person watching this video need to know? What does the person watching this video need to know? Oh my goodness, they're all going everywhere. Three of Cups. We have some friendship, some time with friends, focusing on some fun, having a little bitch and a gossip. We love that. And that's led you to be in your Nine of Cups. And we're looking at the Nine of Swords. So there are some worries coming up, but you're quite happy, you're spending time with people. Maybe you've had some information from somebody, from like a friend or an acquaintance or something. And while you are, you're living your best life, you're having a lovely time, there are some worries there as well. And then, that's okay. That's fine. It's okay. We can't live worry-free. I think we have periods of time, but there is normally always something. So let's see. Why is the Three of Cups here? Ten of Cups. Nice. You're feeling emotionally quite fulfilled. You've got whatever it is that you need. Nice. You've been enjoying yourself. I love that for you. And the Queen of Swords. Well, it's the three. Let's do it in reverse because, yeah, the rest of them are. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. In reverse. So there's been some pain, but you're coming through it. And I mean, we've had a lot of pain and heartache coming through. There's been a lot of potentially couples splitting up, divorces, things like that, and the heartbreak that comes along with that. Even in the best situations where you can leave relatively unscathed, it's still heartbreaking. It's still not fun. But it's in the reverse, so you're coming out of it now. The future is showing that you're going to be coming out of it. You're going to be feeling like yourself again, and I think that's really lovely. We've been doing so much work, and that's just being confirmed with the sun. There are sunny and bright days ahead of us, and we can be reminiscing on our sunny days before these things are happening, and maybe looking back at stuff with, you know, with love rather than of hurt. And then we go into the Knight of Wands. So maybe you've had a message from somebody, maybe someone that is, you know, a distant, I don't know, I don't want to say an ex or something, because it would literally just come out of like this heartbreaking situation. But maybe somebody's heard like, oh, so and so is back on the market now, and they're like, oh, okay. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. There's like a message, a messenger from someone. Oh, you've been spoken about. You have been mentioned. So why is the Three of Swords in reverse here? The Two of Wands, yeah, potentially. You're either getting a message from like an admirer or something. Why is that? There we go. From an admirer or something like that. I think they found that they've heard like, oh, so and so's back on the market. I would go in pretty quick if you want a chance, which sounds really bad. And maybe, I don't know, to me I've been like, oh, that makes me feel a bit icky, but you know, whatever. I don't know what's going on here. Why is the Sun here? Temperance, but it's in reverse. Yeah, the balance was lost. That spark and joy, you know, the inspiration. Maybe, yeah, I think just things had run its course. Whatever it is for you, it doesn't need to be a romantic thing. I think something has ended. Because it ended, you know, whether it ended badly to start with, or whether it was absolutely fine, well, not fine, but you know, it ended amicably, it's because the inspiration is gone, like that passion, whatever that means to you. Again, it doesn't have to be romantically. And then the Hierophant is in your current position, and you're just thinking about things logically. I think you're sitting, you know, in your chair, and you're making decisions that work for you, even if it feels like currently in this moment in time it might not feel the best for you. You're making decisions that are ultimately for your best good. And you know, we like that. That's growth. That's growth. That is doing the right thing and loving and being caring of yourself. Not giving in to that instant gratification. Yeah, I think, you know, that's what we need. That's okay. All right. Oh my god, there's too many. Why is the Two of Wands here? Oh, okay, we got two. So you got the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords. So there's been okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, thank you. So there's Two of Swords. Yeah, so there's been a choice that's been made here. Two twos. Yeah, a choice has been made here with the Temperance and the Hierophant. And then that leads you into some confrontation, but it's of the swords, so it's one where you can learn something from this. So if you need to stand up for yourself, stand up for yourself. If it's actually better that you duck out this time and you just go, whatever, that's fine. And if you lose, there's something to learn about it. So you can go into your Four of Swords and you can rest and recuperate. Maybe take a look at your health. I don't want to give health advice. I don't want to give any sort of advice where a professional should be doing it. So just take that as it resonates. If you need to seek help, please do. Your health is the most important thing over money, love, or whatever, because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So yeah, make sure you're looking into that for yourself. Let's see what's bridging these things together. So what bridges Temperance and the Hierophant? What brings you from Temperance in reverse into the Hierophant? The Seven of Swords in reverse. So you don't want to defend your land and your stance anymore. You just don't want to fight. You've just lost that fight. And that's leading you to be able to think perhaps a bit more logically than emotionally. And then what bridges that is the Seven of Cups in reverse. You're not giving yourself any more choices. This is the path that you want to go on right now. This is where you want to get to, and you're making sure that is the way that it goes. That's pretty good. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so it's just I feel like for the vibe of this reading is like you're missing like the spark. There's no inspiration currently, but if we go back through some of the older readings, there has been some like Ace of Wands in the upright on the horizon. So maybe this is where you start feeling like, oh, this doesn't feel great, I'm a bit bored, and the universe goes, well, hold on tight, sweetie, make sure you're rested, because yeah, here it comes. The Page of Wands is going to be some news. It's going to be pretty quick. And then on the bottom of the deck you got a Ten of Swords, but in reverse. So it is with the Magician in reverse, so just be careful of some manipulative energy. If there's somebody that has been, I think that's that person that's like swooping in right as everything crumbles. Just watch them. Just keep your eye, like, just be very wary of a person or situation that just suddenly appears, like straight after something like this happens. Just be careful. But yeah, you're in the Ten of Swords in reverse. Finally, you're coming out. We're coming out of it, guys. We are done. Oh, thank fuck for that. My goodness. So yeah, that's pretty good. That is not bad for the start of the month. Walking into April feeling pretty positive. You know, you're still a little bit painful, still a little bit sort of, what is the word I'm looking for? It's like in my brain, but I can't get it to come out of my mouth. A little bit sort of tender from the things that have happened, but you're doing good. Are you ready for me to butcher some stuff that I can't read properly? Let's go for it. Let's go. Right, what does the person watching this reading need to know? What's coming up in April for the person watching this video? I'm going to take what comes out, so if it's like 2 cards, if it's 3, that's fine. 1, 2. Okay, we'll do 2. I don't want to make this go on for ages. Okay, so we've got the Chipmunk and the Laurel, and we've got the Marten and the Foxglove, but it's in reverse. So that stands for success, and the Marten and the Foxglove is mischief, but it's in reverse. So I think it's probably telling us to be wary, which I already sort of picked up on that in the tarot. So I'd be interested. Let's just see. So what number is that? 5, 6, 7. 4. There we go. The Chipmunk and the Laurel, success. The Chipmunk and the Laurel symbolize a new venture that will surely lead to success. The Chipmunk often takes the road less traveled, finding hidden pathways and adventure along the way. The laurel is a symbol of victory used to crown the winners in the ancient Olympic Games. Together they tell us to take charge of our destiny, carve our path, and find success. Upright. Forge a unique path towards your desires. The road to achieving your goal is hardly ever straight and easy, but the journey is ultimately rewarding. And these are the questions that we should be asking ourselves this month. What successes in my life can I celebrate? How can I carve my own path and live in my truth? Interesting. So then we go into this one. So 10, 24. 22, 23, 24. Meaning mischief. The Marten and the Foxglove represent the archetypal trickster, the light-hearted mischief maker, the lover of chaos and spontaneity. Martens are the type of weasel known for their curiosity, quick movements, and occasional aggression. Romanian folklore tells of martens playing tricks on horses, braiding their manes in the night so that they wake to a tangled mess of hair in the morning. And foxgloves are said to be homes of fairies, another elusive and mischievous creature. For this reason, they are associated with riddles and secrecy. So in the reverse, beware of others' dishonesty, a trick or a scam may be afoot. And the questions to ask yourself this month are, do I embrace spontaneity? And can I learn to let go and make room in my life for more adventure? There's always room for a little bit more whimsy. in my opinion. Yeah, just be wary. I think if someone suddenly pops up, it feels mighty convenient that might, like, that they have. Yeah, if it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Anyway, thank you for joining me today, and thank you for sticking around for the slightly longer video. Let me know if you enjoyed the Woodland Wardens and if we should continue doing this as a monthly thing. Yeah, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would love it. You'll make me do a little happy dance. If you liked the video, please like it. If you disliked it, please dislike it. Leave me constructive feedback. Leave me some love. Anyway, it's been a pleasure to read for you, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye!